In the series of learning programming in C, we are discussing printing pattern programs. I have discussed one program. In that program, I have discussed how to print this pattern, right? Star pattern. This is what half pyramid. In this video, we are going to talk about how to print this pyramid, inverted half pyramid. Maybe you are thinking, ma'am, you are just discussing the simple programs. Please discuss some complicated programs, right? Please, first of all, you have to be very strong at your basic. If your basics or fundamentals are strong, if you are very good in these programs, then you can easily modify these programs and you can easily grab the advanced concept, the complicated pattern. You can easily, write a program to print complicated pattern. If you get these things, basics, that's the biggest mistake students do. They switch to the advanced one. They think that this is very simple. No need to write down the program for this. No need to even read this, study this, right? That is the biggest mistake you do. If you want to be very good in programming, please focus on your basics first, right? Write down these programs with your hand first of all, with pen and paper, then jump to your laptop, write on these programs. If your concept, the basics are strong, you can easily grab the advanced concepts. That is why I am focusing first of all the basic ones. I'll discuss the complicated pattern also in later videos. थोड़ा सा सब्र रखो, ठीक है? So now see, in how many ways you can print this pattern? We have two ways, right? I'll discuss both the ways. First thing, please first of all check this one. I'll put the link of this in the side button, or I'll put the link of that C playlist on my YouTube channel that I have created in the description box of this video. You can check out that playlist. But first of all check out this program. Then you can easily grab this concept. Now see, the inner how many lines are there? 5 lines. Outer loop we are going to take variable I. For inner loop I am going to take variable j, right? Int I and j, two variables I am going to take. Fine. How many lines are there? 5 lines. So outer for loop would be I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 5 and I plus plus. 5 times I want to print, 5 lines I want to print. So that is why 1 to 5. This outer for loop is responsible to print the rows, or you can say the lines. But now, how to print these stars? The actual printing would be done with inner for loop, or you can say the inner for loop would be responsible for printing these columns. How many columns? In first line I have 5 stars. In second I have 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Right? So when I is 1, the inner for loop j should be repeated how many times? 5 times. When I is 2, j should be repeated 4 times. When I is 3, j should be repeated 3 times. When I is 4, j should be repeated 2 times. When I is 5, j should be repeated only 1 time. Right? So now what you will do? How to write j? Now j is what? See, j is decreasing in this case. Here j was increasing. So we will do j minus minus. Right? But how the j would be initialized with, first of all, 5. How many star I want to print? 5 star. Right? So j I am going to initialize with 5, and j, the condition would be greater than equal to I. Right? And now j minus minus, because we cannot fix this one, right, like 5 or 4, or because the j value is changing in every line, so it depends on the value of I, right? So j greater than equal to I and j minus minus, and now we are going to print star, right? That's it. And in the outer for loop I am going to print /n, because here also new line operators are 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 and 5, right? So that is why 5 times only new line operator should be printed. So that is why I am putting this one only in the outer loop. That would be run only 5 times. That's it. Now see the working of this thing. I is equal to 1, right? 1 less than equal to 5, condition true, we are going to enter here. J is equal to 5. 5 greater than equal to I value is 1. Yes, 5 greater than 1, condition true. Now we are going to enter again here. We are going to print star, right? Now we will print star, 1 star. Now j minus minus, j becomes 4. Again check the condition, 4 greater than equal to I value is 1. 4 greater than I, yes, condition is true, again print 1 star. J minus minus, 3, condition still true, yes, again print J2, condition still true, 2 is greater than equal to 1, again print. J1, condition still true, 1 greater than equal to 1, yes, condition true, again print. J minus minus, now J becomes 0. Is 0 greater than equal to I? No, condition false. Now we are going to what? We exit from this inner loop. The immediate after condition after this inner loop is what? Slash n. Now slash n would be what? Printed. Printed means the cursor would go into the new line. It is new line operator. Right? Now again, now here, now I plus plus. We are out from the inner loop now. Now I plus plus. I becomes now 2. Condition true? Yes. We are going to enter again. Now J would be initialized again with 5. Is 5 greater than equal to 2? Yes. Condition true. So print star. Right? So I hope you got the working now. You can try run this and the star would be printed 4 times. Sorry. 4, then 3, then 2. 2 greater than equal to 2, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times it will be printed. Now J minus minus J become 1, but 1 is not greater than equal to I, so that's it. New line operator, now in same step would be repeated and this output you will get, right? Now when I becomes like 3, then 4, then 5, then I becomes 6, condition is not true, control will out of the loop. So this is how this would be printed. This is the first way. Second way is, now we are not going to do J minus minus, we are going to update this I1, I loop. In J I am printing what? Same one. J should be 1, J greater than equal, sorry, J less than equal to I and J plus plus. We are going to do I minus minus. See, maybe we can do like this, rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, what you can do, I is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When I is 5, J should be repeated 5 times. When I is 4, J is also 4. I3, J is also 3. I2, J is also 2. I1, J is also 1. Right? J should be also repeated 1 time or 2 times like this. Right? So here I is decreasing, not increasing. Yeah, we can also do this thing. I minus minus we can do. Right? So here decreasing means it should be I minus minus. Right? J, I would be initialized not from 1, from 5. Right, and I should be not less than equal to 5, I should be what? Greater than equal to 1. When I becomes 0, then we are going to stop. So I should be greater than equal to 1. That's it. And J would be same. J I am going to initialize with 1, J less than equal to I and J plus plus. Now see the working of this one. See, first of all I is 5, I value is 5. So condition true, it is 1. Greater than equal to 1, we are going to enter here J is equal to 1. 1 less than equal to 5, I is 5 because here I am writing I, right? 1 is less than equal to 5, yes, condition true, we are going to enter here, star would be printed. J plus plus, J becomes 2. Again 2 is less than equal to I, 2 less than equal to 5, condition true, again we are going to print. Now J is 3, 3 is less than equal to 5, again star would be printed. J is 4, condition is still true, again it would be printed. J is 5. Condition is still true, again it would be printed. J is 6. Now condition is not true. 6 is not less than equal to 5. Now we are going to enter what? We are going to exit from this loop and slash n. So cursor would be here. Now what? I minus minus. Now I becomes 4. 4 greater than equal to 1. Yes, condition is true. We are going to enter again here. Now J would be initialized again with 1. So I hope you got the concept now. Right? 1 is less than equal to I value is 4. Yes, 1 is less than 4. So star will be printed. Now this time how many times J should be repeated? 1, 2, 3 and 4 times, right? Because I value is 4. So 4 star would be printed here. When J becomes 5, that would condition is not true and we are going to exit from the loop. Right? Like this it would print this pattern. So these are 2 ways. You can either modify J loop or you can modify the outer loop also, I loop. I hope you got the concept now. Right? So now let me show you the output of this program on my laptop. So now let me show you the output on this IDE. See, this was our previous program. This is the output of this program. Let me run this again. So this would be the output of this program. We have half pyramid, but now we want to print inverted half pyramid. So what you have to change? 2 ways. I have discussed all the ways. 2 ways of printing this inverted pyramid. First is what? Rather than J plus plus, we will do J minus minus. So J should be started from 5 and j what? Greater than equal to I and j minus minus, right? And then we will print star, that's it. And now let me run this and see, this is the inverted half pyramid, right? Second way is, we are not going to do j minus minus, we will do what? I minus minus. So j loop would be same as the previous one, j is equal to 1, j less than equal to I and j plus plus, right? But we will do I minus minus. So I should be started from 5, I greater than equal to 1 and I minus minus, right? Now let me run this again. See, now again we are getting the same output. So these are two ways. Rather than, if you want the line should be 5 or 10 or 16 or 15, then what you can do, rather than doing this just this hard coding, what you can take, how many rows you want, you can write down what, just take another variable name and ask from the user enter number of rows, right, at the runtime. Fine. And we will take this at runtime using scanf function, right? Scanf %d and address of the name of the variable is rows, right? Now rather than writing this 5, because I don't want how many rows I want, right? User will enter. So now we will initialize this I with rows, right? I is equal to rows and I greater than equal to 1, I minus minus, right? And that's same. Now let me run this. See, it is asking enter number of rows. Now let me enter number of rows, suppose 10, enter. See, we are getting 10 number of lines or 10 number of rows, and this is inverted half pyramid, right? So this is one more thing. Or if you want to update this with j, then what you can do, here what you can write, j is equal to 5, j greater than equal to I and j minus minus. So that will also give you same output. So you can run this again. So I hope you got this program, right? So now I hope you got how to print this pattern, right? So now that's it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to print a different pattern. So now I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.